Hello guys. Today I'm going to walk you through the proof that I asked you to do last night that I asked you to do for homework. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to walk you through it step by step so you can follow along and see if you are on the right track. If you haven't really tried it yet, you should pause now, try it on your own, and then go from there. I don't know what that is. Okay, so to start with, obviously you're going to restate your given. So you do need to do that. You do need to write down all those given statements. And of course, your reason there is that it's given to you. But that is the start of your proof. This is all information that needs to be in your proof. Then we're going to take each of those given pieces of given information and see what we can deduce from it. So let's start with the first one up here. AC, ray AC bisects angle BAD. So if it bisects angle BAD, you've got to watch what it is it's bisecting. You've got to read this really carefully. So I'm looking angle BAD. So that's this whole angle here. And it's being bisected by AC. Well, what does that mean? That means that, let's just get rid of that. That means that these two angles are equal. Angle 1 and angle 3 are congruent to each other. So I'm going to say the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 3. And the reason is that's the definition of an angle bisector. Okay, now I'm going to look at my next pieces of given information. I see angle 1 and angle 2 are complementary. So think, what is complementary? What's the definition of complementary? It means they add up to 90 degrees. So I should say that the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 is 90 degrees. How do I know? Definition of complementary angles. Same thing for 3 and 4. In fact, you could combine these two steps together in one step if you wanted. I separated them just to make it clearer. And again, that's the definition of complementary angles. Okay, so we've deduced everything we can from the given information. Now I take a step back, look at what I'm trying to prove. I'm trying to prove that angle 2 and angle 4 are equal. So I'm trying to look at statements that are going to connect angle 2 and angle 4 together. So I see angle 2 is in this statement. I see angle 4 is in this statement. So I want to try and connect those two equations together. Well, this equals 90 and this equals 90. If two different things equal the same thing, they must equal each other. So state that. Measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 must equal the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 4. And that's the transitive property, right? The transitive property is the one that just says two different things equal the same thing. They must equal each other. Okay, now we're close. I'm again taking a look. I'm trying to get 2 and 4 equal to each other. I see 2 over here and 4 over here. So it would be convenient if I could just get rid of angle 1 here and get rid of angle 3 here. But you can only do that if you know those two things are equal. And this is a little different than algebra. In algebra, you would subtract the same thing from both sides of an equation. But really, as long as you subtract equal things from both sides of an equation, you're fine. And this is a good example of that. We've already said that 1 and 3 are equal to each other. So I think you'd agree that if I subtract angle 1 from this side of the equation, and I subtract angle 3 from this side of the equation, I've subtracted essentially the same thing from both sides, which is perfectly legal. And I can only do that because I already know that 1 and 3 are equal, which I've said here. So I can now say that angle 2 and angle 4 are equal. And how did I get from step 5 to step 6? That was the subtraction property of equality. And we've essentially proved what we wanted to prove. It would be good to add this one extra step to change it to congruence because that's how the problem was presented. So you really should add this last step. If the measures are equal, then the angles are congruent. That's just the definition of congruent. If you miss that last step, probably not the end of the world, probably not going to lose any points, but it's good practice. That's all. Good luck.